DrNowhere is a creative artist known for crafting eerie and twisted stories about terrifying creatures like the boiled one, the boy in the bath, and the locust. And guys, there are already Minecraft mods that bring these nightmare creatures into the game and the community. So in today's video, I'm gonna bring even more of DrNowhere's horrifying monsters into Minecraft. In this first episode, I've got 5 brand new entities, and trust me, they look terrifying and super unsettling. So like, subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content, and now let's dive straight into this video, guys. Cone zones are tall humanoid entities with pitch black bodies and ridiculously long, thin limbs. Their heads come to a sharp point like cones, and their pale faces have dark, miserable eyes and that eternally sad expression. Cone zones pretend to be harmless, weirdly friendly monsters, and they lure victims in by acting calm or even inviting conversation. So the first creature I'm adding is this thin, bony figure with its ribs sticking out and that pitch black skin. Then we got this long, skinny neck, and sitting on top is that super sharp cone-shaped head. Those eyes look horrifying, red and black, pure darkness staring right through you. The whole body is covered in this black, gloomy, sad, depressed tone, but that's all just a trick to lure you in. Normally, this thing sits on the ground looking miserable, but when it moves, it suddenly launches forward with this freaky animation that looks like its legs and arms are broken. Guys, it makes the whole vibe 10 times more disturbing. When it attacks, it charges and smashes its target with that nasty shaking effect that makes your skin crawl. So our first creature is Cone Zones from DrNowhere, and I've also got many other creepy monsters already in the game waiting here. Oh, and it will also break blocks while moving, guys. So you can't hide inside houses or structures at all, because this thing will literally demolish everything in its path. It destroys blocks like nothing. Now let's test it on villagers. It rushes insanely fast. There is no chance those villagers can escape into their homes, and we also have other scary monsters like Cartoon Cat, for example. Seems like Cone Zones wins this one. It only needed a few hits to clap Cartoon Cat instantly. Now let's summon it again and see if I can actually escape it myself. This is actually creepy, guys. It's about to charge. It's staring right at me. It's coming. It moves kind of slow, huh? Maybe I should increase its speed, because right now escaping is actually too easy, guys. According to the creature's lore, it's supposed to be sluggish and kind of dragging itself around, so I'm not sure. But honestly, I think upping the speed makes it scarier, because right now it's way too easy to outrun. And according to the info, these cone zones gather into big groups and chase the player together. Seeing them from afar is already nightmare fuel, and when they finally notice you, they sprint in the most disturbing way imaginable. That's the first creature of today's video. Cone Zones from DrNowhere. Super creepy. Very spooky, guys. And now let's move to the second creature. Father Fester seems to be a face with a broken and outstretched jaw and deepened eye sockets that the eyes don't seem to fit in. It usually appears in cramped, small, dark spots. It has a long, lengthy, and very thin body. It also has an infinitely hungry for everything, includes time and space itself, entire concepts and meaning, souls, people, happiness, and sadness, and it's on its way to where we are now, slowly. And here we have Father Fester, guys. First, we've got this insanely deformed, creepy figure that looks completely twisted and starved. On top sits this horrifying face with pitch black hollow eyes and those sharp, uneven teeth. That jaw is ridiculously long, stretched out, dripping with gory mess all over its mouth. It's disgusting, but also incredibly well designed. Look at this masterpiece, guys. The details are insane. Its back extends like some kind of long worm, and the limbs are thin bent like some nightmare. The arms look terrifyingly skinny. Rate this creature, guys. I give it a 10 out of 10 because it's absolutely vile in the best way. The whole animation constantly shakes violently, like it's losing control, making it 10 times more unsettling. When it moves, it crawls at high speed, guys, and it has this completely deranged movement pattern, like its body is glitching out. You see it, right? That chaotic shaking, not only that this monster has a special ability that lets it pull everything toward its mouth from far away, dragging anything closer until it gets devoured. This whole village only has one villager left, guys. It looks massive in-game, and the model turned out really cool. Since the original images only showed its face, I had to research the body shape from other sources, and that's how it became this disgustingly creepy monster. It moves really fast in-game too. I set its speed to 0.5, which means it's faster than most monsters. Run! It will pull every nearby target toward that huge mouth and devour everything with insane damage. Oh gosh, it's chasing! Wow, it's pulling me in. There is absolutely no escaping this thing once it locks onto you because the suction ability drags you upward and straight into its jaws. What happens if Father Fester fights Cone Zones? Who's tougher? Looks like Father Fester totally dominates this one. Cone Zones hits too slowly and Fester just destroys it immediately. Way too creepy, guys. Honestly, nothing seems able to take this monster down. Let's try an Iron Golem. One hit and the Golem is eliminated instantly. Too easy. And there you go, guys. See that? The suction pulls you in and there's no way to escape. That's our second creature from DrNowhere. And moving on to the next character, who do we have? Angel of Life. Its form is a fleshy mass with a central core and fleshy tendrils. Two of these tendrils are currently interacting with a patient engaged in a healing process. A smaller top-hatted mass sits atop the main body, adding an element of mystery to the creature's overall appearance. First of all, we've got tons of tendrils stretching out everywhere, looking absolutely gross as they sprout across its body. And here is the head on top, looking insanely nasty, guys. A weird face with a bunch of tentacles growing all around it. And on top, there's this top hat, which actually looks kind of cool despite everything else being nightmare fuel. On the outside, its whole body is made of exposed flesh with no skin at all. Extremely disturbing. And you see these two long tendrils that are basically like two arms or something, guys. They reach out to interact with a target. It's actually healing the target, guys. This is the only good aligned character we've had so far. It doesn't destroy anybody, and when it raises its arms, the target gets healed and even gets bonus hearts. Super cool feature. Even though the design looks disgusting, this creature isn't harmful. Except this one, guys, it has no bones at all. It's just internal organs and the nervous system with no skin, and this creature will never attack any target. It only heals if it gets near a target, but it still refuses to fight back. If, for example, I lose health, then this creature will approach me to heal me. See, I get regeneration, even when it meets other creatures like enemy mobs. It will just heal them instead of fighting. It won't attack anyone, guys, it just rushes in and heals. Now let me test a battle between two characters while a bunch of Angel of Life mobs surround them and heal both sides. Let's see who gets clapped first. The attacks are brutal, guys. And this fight will literally never end unless every single Angel of Life gets eliminated. Their role is fully support healing other characters, but never dealing damage. You guys comment below and rate this creature. I think it's a pretty cool design. Even if it doesn't attack anything, its role as a healer makes it really interesting to have in the world. I'll give it 8.5 points. And now, I'm jumping straight into the next character, guys. This one is simple, but super cool nonetheless. Next, who do we have, guys? The Locust, completely black, lanky, and tall humanoid creature with thin, sharp, stick-like arms and a deformed human face with hollow eyes and tube-like appendages covering its head and neck, which suggests that it may be biomechanical in nature. It attacks people by breaking through screens and presumably eating them. And here we have the Locust, a super famous creature, probably one of DrNowhere's most iconic ones, guys. First, I've got this terrifying body made from weird-looking mechanical parts or something, if I'm not mistaken. And then on top grows a head with tons of tangled wires or tubes. I don't even know what they are, all pitch black and creepy. And then it has this messed up face that looks absolutely terrifying, guys. No eyes at all, just a mask slapped on the front. It grows super long arms made of those tube-like mechanical parts, kind of like robotic limbs. Then the legs grow out extremely long too. This thing looks horrifying, seriously disturbing, and when it moves, it is actually pretty slow. Next, this isn't an unfamiliar character to you guys because this creature already has a mod. This is the Locust. The Locust already exists in Minecraft mods, but my version is completely different because it's way more detailed and way more accurate to the original design, guys. The animation is super weird, constantly jerking and twitching like it's malfunctioning or going insane. And this creature is ridiculously tall. If I'm not mistaken, it's the tallest out of all of them. Fighting a tiny iron golem looks hilarious. It only needs one hit to eliminate it instantly. So easy. And then we let it fight another monster Cone Zones to see who is tougher, guys. Both of them are huge. It lost. The Locust just got clapped, even though I'm not sure which creature in this mod is actually the most OP because the wiki doesn't list exact damage values. I'm not sure who is supposed to be the strongest, but based on the look and the vibe, the Locust should have been way stronger, right? And yet it destroyed Cone Zones earlier. So now let's try the Locust versus Father Fester. If I'm not mistaken, Father Fester is supposed to be the toughest, right? I'm not sure, but based on appearance, it looks the scariest. Wow, it destroyed it immediately. And if we let all 3 of these characters battle while tons of Angel of Life mobs rush in to heal everyone, it looks crazy, guys. Everything gets pulled toward Father Fester. Everyone gets surrounded by a massive group unable to move at all. What would happen if I switch to survival mode and get chased by all 3 monsters to see who catches me first, guys? There are so many of them. Where do I run? Run, run, run. They're all chasing me, but I'm running super fast. None of them can catch me. Wow, it pulled me in. Once that suction gets you, there's no escape. Even if you run fast, you still get dragged from far away. So what do you guys think of my version of the Locust? Scarier, creepier, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's way more terrifying. Rate it below. I'll give this one a terrifying 10 out of 10, guys. All right, and now we're moving on to the last character in this video, the 5th creature, and the one I think is going to be the most interesting, guys. Housewalker. Enormous creatures that resemble hermit crabs as they use large houses, typically 3 stories or taller, as their shells. They have the ability to either fly or levitate. Inside the house they use as a shell, there is a visible eye and a mouth located beneath it, adding to the mystery surrounding these enigmatic beings. And here we have Housewalker, guys. First, I've got the 1st floor of the house, then the 2nd floor grows on top, and the 3rd floor rises as well, and finally there's a roof. A house that looks all crooked, huh? It's not straight. I don't even know who built this. And inside, there's an eye and a mouth, guys, right inside the house. That's the creature living in there. And the house is just a shell, while tons of arms and legs grow out of it. The creature itself is inside. It uses the house as its armor. Okay, guys, that's actually pretty interesting, and it's levitating above the ground. Pretty cool. The design is unique and definitely creepy at the same time. Now, we've got a flying house to see how it behaves. It's massive, bigger than any previous character, and it's flying, guys. It charges forward to attack. The damage is really high. Okay, it destroyed the Locust. Looking from afar, it's super terrifying. Its speed isn't super fast because it hovers, but once it catches up, there's no way to escape. But if we wanted to make it even scarier, we could increase its speed and it would be able to chase down anything, guys. Right now, it's a bit slow. Okay, let's test these creatures against a huge horde of cone zones to see which team comes out on top. I think Housewalker is probably stronger. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's the biggest, so it should be the strongest with the highest damage. Let's have it fight the Locust and see how that goes. And it seems like it still destroys it. Now let's throw it against Father Fester, huh? I think Father Fester is stronger. It literally pulls this entire house into its mouth because it can devour and swallow everything. Even space and time, Father Fester is probably the strongest, right? I'm not sure, guys, because there's no exact info on the wiki, and now let's make all of these creatures fight each other to see who's the toughest. 5 brand new characters in this mod, guys. Each of them could be the strongest, I guess. You guys comment below and tell me which one you think is the most OP. Before seeing the results, I'd say probably Housewalker or Father Fester is the strongest. I personally think Father Fester is the toughest, guys. Only 3 creatures left. Who's gonna win? Father Fester is pulling both of them into its belly right now, but it still might not be over yet, guys. Oh, only 2 characters left, Housewalker or Father Fester. I think Father Fester. Oh, and my guess is correct. Father Fester is officially the strongest in this mod. The result seems pretty reasonable. I'm not sure, but honestly, it feels right. Whoa, scary, huh? The speed is insanely fast. Whoa, too fast. Another hit to see if it can catch me. I try to run from Fester. The speed is way too OP. Here it comes. It's chasing super fast. Run, huh? No way to escape. I tried to flee, but got sucked in. That's it. One more creature. Housewalker, the walking house. Weird name, but actually really fun, guys. Another unique character added. I think this design is amazing. Even if it's not the scariest, it's a really clever idea because a moving house is just epic. And all the other creatures are cool too. And that's the video, guys. Like, subscribe right now if you want me to add more DrNowhere characters into Minecraft. And now I'm wrapping up this video. Like, subscribe, and I'll be back with more insane new videos. Goodbye. And we're back with the next episode of Minecraft DrNowhere. Today I'm going to add some new characters, and it's going to be way more terrifying, guys. These creatures are going to have effects, and they're going to give players some absolutely disgusting status effects like nightmares and hallucinations. Basically just some really horrifying forms of torture, you know? And this is going to be a pretty interesting episode, so like and subscribe right now if you want to see me make more terrifying creatures like these. And now let's get into today's video. Let's go Just remember, guys, in the previous video, I had characters like Cone Zone and Father Fester, Housewalker, Angel of Life, and my super scary version of the Locusts. And these characters didn't really have those effects or mechanics to torture the player, but this time I've got new characters and they're gonna have some pretty nasty effects. And let's get to the first character. Nightmare Man is a supernatural entity that manifests within the dreams of designated individuals. It is characterized by its inclination to derive satisfaction from the pain, fear, and suffering experienced by the dreamer. First up, we have Nightmare Man, a monster straight out of your nightmares, guys. So first, I'll make a pitch black body, then a pitch black head grows on top with a face and a mouth that looks absolutely terrifying, guys. It looks pretty scary. And then the legs and arms grow out. The claws grow out. Its hands have these really sharp-looking claws. Yeah, this first character's pretty tough, but still not the strongest in the whole series. It looks pretty frightening, guys. Even in the picture, it's kind of spooky. The face is a bit creepy too. Its attack is simple. It dashes at its target and will slash at them, and when a player gets hit, they get trapped in a nightmare, the nightmare dimension. So when does this character appear? That would be at night, and if the player sleeps in a bed, there's a chance this monster will spawn, and when you wake up in the morning, the player will get the nightmare effect. And if this monster attacks its target, it sends the target to a nightmare dimension, guys, and there you'll be stuck forever and ever, unable to escape. For example, when it gets dark, let me try sleeping on this bed and see what happens. Nothing's happening yet. Oh no, there it is. I got an effect called Nightmare, and it's out there. It will appear and it will stalk the player, and I have to run. If this monster hits me, I get locked in the nightmare dimension. Okay, that's pretty creepy, but let's try survival mode and see. There it is chasing me. Oh, it teleports all over the place, and it just suddenly appears right in front of you. You got to do everything you can to escape from it. Otherwise, you're stuck in the nightmare forever. Where is it? Did I manage to get away or what? No, not yet. Teleports super fast, and let me test this out. Let me let it hit me. Then I should get trapped in the nightmare. But since I'm just reviewing, I'll just let it attack. If you were actually playing for real, it would be terrifying for sure. There, oh my gosh, and here I am in the nightmare dimension. Everything around is pitch black, guys. Ew, what's this? A giant hole right here. So everything in this dimension is made of bedrock, and the sky is just black. And you'll also see these Nightmare Man creatures appearing, and you still have to escape. If you can survive in this dimension for about 1 to 2 minutes, you can return to the normal world. But if a Nightmare Man hits you in here, you're stuck here forever. Stuck in this nightmare for eternity. How scary is that? It's pretty spooky, huh? So there we have our first character, Nightmare Man from DrNowhere. You guys rate this character and see how many points out of 10. I'll give this one an 8 out of 10. It's pretty scary, but not as scary as the next characters, guys. The Doctor is a mysterious, malevolent, paranormal entity. Its appearance is that of an unnaturally tall, slender male being wearing what resembles a suit, complete with 6 long, gangly arms that stretch down to his knees. Spikes are on his head that form the shape of a 4-pronged hat. The Doctor seems to stalk specific people. His intentions are unknown. Victims who reportedly saw him experience chronic paranoia, disturbing visions, hearing disembodied voices in the middle of the night, and a hunger for non-human delicacy. And here's a really interesting character, the Doctor. First, I'll make this torso, like a suit, and then on top of it, this super long, lanky body, and we get a face with 2 pitch black eyes that look utterly disgusting. And then there's this hat-like thing, but it's actually these spikes growing up forming a shape like a hat. Looks pretty cool, guys. I think this character's design is really awesome, and it looks so interesting, guys. Seriously, one of my favorite designs so far. It's got these 2 super long legs that look extremely bizarre. What's even weirder is that it has a bunch of arms growing out. 6 arms in total. Weird and creepy, but also pretty fascinating. I think this character's design is super unique and looks really, really cool, guys. Honestly, one of my favorites. This character will attack the player and inflict the paranoia effect on its target. That's right, and its attack is just smacking the target. Basically, it does really high damage. All of these creatures have insane damage output. All of these entities appear at night, guys, of course, because it's horror themed, so they only come out at night. If you run into him, there's probably no way you're escaping this guy. You guys see how scary it looks? The design is so bizarre and frightening. Especially the face is completely soulless and horrifying. Whenever a player gets close like this, they get the paranoia effect. Oh, what the hell? I'm done for. Got smashed. Here we go again. Okay, paranoia effect, guys. Paranoia looks pretty interesting, huh? Wait, when I have this effect, it's like I'm losing my mind. I don't understand what I'm doing. My head is spinning, and especially this creature will summon and observe the player from a distance. Oh, there, it will summon and make the player look in that direction. Oh my God, right in front of me, so scary. And especially the items in my inventory get all scrambled up. Everything gets mixed around randomly. It's like I don't know what I'm doing anymore. And basically, it's like having paranoia and hallucinations. What the? But when you defeat it, the paranoia effect goes away, and everything returns to normal. Seems kind of chill, right? Relaxed. Not that scary yet, guys. Not horrifying yet, because there are even more terrifying creatures coming up next. Also, when you have this paranoia effect, you'll start craving like raw meat or rotten flesh. You can't eat normal food anymore. Yeah, basically things that aren't normal, that's what you can eat. Oh, and also you guys see that? My experience bar, it's jumping all over the place because basically I've lost my memory. So I don't remember how much experience I have, and so it just goes up and down. So how do you defeat the doctor? The answer is there's really no way to defeat it at all, because this entity seems to be just the player's hallucination. No one would believe you if you said you saw this creature. Everyone would just think you're paranoid, just seeing things, because you actually are paranoid. But it's because this creature makes you paranoid, so you don't know what's real or fake anymore. It's basically like a living nightmare. Yeah, and that's our second character. Let's move on to the next one and see what character we have. The Anklägers are humanoid entities cloaked in black, resembling beings draped in dark, robe-like garments. Their most striking feature is their head, which appears as a large, luminous, star-like shape. At the center of this radiant form is a single, prominent eye. The star's rays extend outward like spikes. Individuals experience an overwhelming wave of guilt, reliving every transgression they have committed. This is the Anklägers, and they look all black too, guys. These entities are just pitch black, pretty creepy. And here's a black robe. Growing on top is a shining yellow star that looks extremely bright, and right in the middle, a single eye appears, and we've finished this character. It looks pretty interesting, guys. So this character doesn't look that scary. Not as horrifying as the others, but its power is absolutely terrifying, guys. And when it gets close to its target, it inflicts that guilt effect on them. Feeling guilty doesn't sound too bad, right? But let's see what it's actually like in the game. This next creature isn't horror-themed like the previous ones, but its power is incredibly overpowered, guys. There, from a distance, it doesn't look too terrifying, but it's gonna be scary. Here, when you get close, you get the guilt effect. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, why is it? There. And you'll just stare intently at this creature and let me switch to survival mode and see. Okay, I can't move and I'll just lose health and die, right? Health drops in an instant and you get eliminated. So it seems like when you encounter this character, this monster, if it gets close, you just have to run. You can't let it get near, because if it gets close, it pulls you in and makes you drown in guilt, and your health drops super fast and you get destroyed extremely quickly. Yeah, so it's as simple as that. Not too scary, but really powerful, guys. It freezes you in place so you can't run. With other creatures, you still have a chance to escape, but when you meet this entity, you're definitely getting clapped, especially if you run into a whole bunch of these entities at once. There's absolutely no way you're surviving. There's definitely no escaping this one, guys. Oh, it's getting close. Oh, it's over. So yeah, it's pretty spooky. And that's the fourth creature in this video. Although it's not the scariest yet because I've saved the most terrifying character for the end of the video. It's an absolutely disgusting and super interesting entity. Here, let's go. Neff is a flayed being anchored to a dark void via his own nerves. These nerves appear to be developing their own personality and consciousness. Despite the fact that Neff is always smiling, his nerves often upset him. His form is primarily composed of intricate, bright red, vein-like tendrils that extend outward, resembling a vascular system without a solid body. These tendrils converge at the center, creating a humanoid structure. His head features a white mask-like face with hollow black eye sockets and a wide grin that perpetually shifts between a smile and a frown. The lower part of Neff's body is a chaotic tangle of red tendrils and strands, almost as if it was torn open. Just hearing the description is already so disgusting, guys. And here we have the model, which looks extremely horrifying too. This red color, and on top is a head with a face that looks very confusing, but it seems to be a combination of many different pieces. The eyes are one piece, and the mouth is another piece. See this, guys? It's screaming in agony. You can see the nerves and guts hanging out down here. You see that? Its body is torn apart, so we have the internal organs of this character just dripping down. And what is this? I don't even know, but it's being pulled out. Definitely a part of its insides being yanked out and spilling everywhere. Just spilling out. So gross. And up top, there are these nerves being pulled upwards too. Pulled to both sides. Oh my gosh, the feeling of having your nerves pulled out like this, I can't even imagine what that feels like. I seriously can't describe it because I've never experienced it. If I ever did, I definitely wouldn't be sitting here. Oh my god, that is so scary. And then its arms are being pulled out to the sides too. This creature is basically undergoing some super horrific form of torture. I don't know if anyone could ever experience this feeling, but it's definitely super nasty. Absolutely unbearable. It feels incredibly painful, guys. This character will still attack its target though. Even while enduring this ultimate pain, it still charges and attacks its target. I don't know how, but it just attacks by smashing and it has an effect. If the player gets hit, we'll also go through similar sensations. That's right. We'll also get our nerves pulled out. Here it is. My favorite character in this video. It's an entity being tortured in a really vile way. It looks creepy. It looks really creepy. But do you guys see the pain it's generating? It's too much. Although this creature doesn't give you a status effect, the moment it touches you, you experience the same thing. Why is it staring at me like that? Hello. So basically, you get tortured in a really disgusting way. Oh, it's chasing. Okay. It seems to be chasing, but not too fast, huh? I should probably increase its speed because if it manages to touch you, there's no way you're surviving. You get eliminated instantly. That's right. It's like a smart entity. If it touches you, it will enter your body and take over your vessel. Like this, you'll just pass out and can't run, and there will be the most disgusting animation ever seen, guys. Although not too scary, the feeling is super painful. Hello! Oh, it's chasing! Run! Let's see if I can outrun it. Let's see. And what happens if it touches me? I don't know. Let's find out. I haven't experienced this feeling in the game yet. This is the first time, guys. Let's see. Oh, here. Oh, my body is having its nerves pulled out, and is it deforming? Looks so creepy. Oh, my hands are gone, and it just explodes when pulled. Yeah, it's kind of confusing. Again, there. You see, guys, my nerves are being pulled out from inside my head. Pulled out, and my head seems to be disintegrating and exploding. Yeah, it's that simple. So yeah, it's pretty gruesome. And here, when I turn into this character, this is what happens to me. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, Jesus Christ. This feeling is extremely painful. The nerves are all pulled out and stretched until your head explodes. It's honestly hilarious, guys. It looks really funny. You guys rate this one. I forgot to ask for ratings, but please leave comments below with a score for this character. I think this character is too disgusting and too interesting and too detailed, so I give it a 9.6. All right, very nice. A number that's almost perfect. So yeah, it's pretty scary. It's absolutely horrifying. And that's basically the video, guys. We got new characters in this video. We have these new characters. Please comment below which one is your favorite and leave a score. Personally, for me, the last character is definitely the most interesting. The scariest one, the coolest character is definitely the doctor with his 6 arms. And the most horrific character, basically a lot of interesting characters. So if you liked it, hit like, subscribe and comment below with more ideas for me to do in new videos. If you enjoyed it, please like, and I'll be back with new videos in the future. Goodbye, like, and subscribe. And welcome to a new Minecraft video, guys. I'm continuing the series where we design and create those creepy characters from DrNowhere. All right, so there will be a lot of new characters, and they will be way, way scarier in this new video. And if you like it, hit that like button, subscribe, and if you have ideas, please comment down below, guys, because I'm running out of ideas. I don't know what content to make anymore. Let's get started now. Our first character is Long Boy Bonsai. It is a mysterious entity. It is believed that this being may often engage in dancing, a strange and unsettling form of movement that can become aggressive depending on its mood. Despite these violent displays, the creature is harmless, at least if left undisturbed. It is described as having a highly peculiar and disturbing appearance. It has 4 thin, tendril-like legs, give it an unnerving spider-like posture. Its arms are equally slender, and its long neck leads to a face that resembles the sun, a face glowing with an almost blinding. So first, I'm gonna give it a super skinny black body, just skin and bones. Oh my gosh, guys, look at it. It's all dried up and black, not a single ounce of fat or meat. Just skin wrapped around bone, and then on top of a really long neck, we have this white face with a kind of dumb expression, and then surrounding it are all these branches like the sun radiating sunlight. It looks pretty cool, actually, guys. I don't really get it. Is this a tree? This is a tree and these are branches growing out. And then we have 2 really long arms, just skin and bone, no meat at all. It has 4 super skinny legs like spider legs, guys. Basically, this character is like a flying tree with a bunch of branches growing out. Even though it's not that scary, honestly, it's not scary at all. The animation is great though because it has a dancing animation. When it stands still, it just stays put and it dances like this. Yeah, it's got this really confusing dance, but it's kind of fascinating. I don't know the purpose, but it seems like it's just happy, so it's dancing here. But if it gets attacked or provoked, it will charge, go crazy, and slam down, dealing tons of damage. Let's jump into the game now and see what's so scary about this guy, probably one of the more friendly ones. So here we have the Long Boy Bonsai, and it's absolutely massive. This black skin, and it's huge, and the face looks pretty neat, guys. It's just standing there dancing. The dance moves are quite interesting. Very skilled. This character is pretty friendly. If I don't touch it or bother it, it's super friendly. And if I switch to survival mode, see, it doesn't attack the player or any other characters at all. It just stands here and dances. Even though it looks pretty funny and ridiculous. Anyway, since it's a friendly character, I kind of like it. The design is pretty humorous. But if I do bother this character, it will definitely get mad and attack everyone around it, all the creatures nearby. You'd think it would go attack someone, but no, it just moved to a different spot and kept dancing. Pretty gentle, huh? And if I try hitting it once, it will definitely chase me. Get ready, guys, 1 hit and it's coming for me. It will chase the player. If I interrupt its dance, it will definitely charge and smash me, and it only takes 1 hit for me to get totally clapped, so painful. Even though this character was also created by DrNowhere, it's super friendly, guys. Pretty funny. This character is pretty tough. Damage is insane. Let's test it against Cone Zone. I think Cone Zone won't be as strong. It just stands there, but it only attacks when it's attacked. This character is super peaceful until you provoke it, then it goes berserk and counterattacks like crazy. It totally destroyed Cone Zone. Next up, my favorite character, Neff, a character with a super scary design. The nervous system is hanging out. Let's see which character is stronger. I think Neff will lose because if I'm not mistaken, Neff's damage isn't as high. The condition is extremely creepy. Oh, I was wrong, guys. Okay, this character is stronger, pretty terrifying. Look how scary, absolutely horrifying. And that's the first character, Long Boy Bonsai, guys. Rate it down below. And next up, let's check out the Obelisks of Enlightenment, are tall, mysterious beings with a fleshy exterior. Their faces resemble those of another creature from DrNowhere known as the Locust. Extending from their bodies are long, fleshy strings that appear to connect to the sky, possibly linking them to something unknown above. They have been spotted in deserts, oceans, and even the moon. Obelisks use their fleshy strings to grab them forcefully. Next, we have the obelisk character, a super disgusting entity, guys. Its shape is like a black pyramid. And in the middle, we can see inside there are guts and blood everywhere. So gross, guys. You can see the internal organs, intestines, a head, a face showing. This face is quite similar to the locust, these intestines. Then we have these. Are these internal organs? I think these are probably fleshy strings or maybe intestines. Then they connect way up high to something we don't know. Then at the bottom, we have more bones and maybe arms and legs. See that, guys? But this guy is pretty creepy too. I think it's also disgusting, and it attacks by using those fleshy string tentacles from inside its body to grab its target. It will extend these fleshy strings out. Maybe these are guts. I'm not sure, but it's super gross and it grabs the target, crushes them, dealing massive damage. And over there are those obelisks monsters. The name sounds confusing, but these seem like those Egyptian obelisks from ancient times, symbolizing rays of sunlight and meaning protection. Okay, pretty interesting, but since this is the horror version, I don't know if it's protection or a curse. These strings are supposed to extend even further up. I don't know how long they go, and of course, these creatures are not friendly at all. So if I go into survival mode, they will all charge and chase to attack, and the damage will be insane, guys. Even if I have a lot of hearts, I could get eliminated super easily. So I have to run, shouldn't let it touch me, because just one touch and I could be gone. Let me test this new character against Long Boy Bonsai to see who wins. I think Long Boy Bonsai is way stronger, but the other team seems to have numbers. They're overwhelming now. No way it wins. Wow, it still managed to destroy one. So OP. It took out both of them. Seriously, this character is pretty strong, guys, but I think that's enough, and it will lose. Let's have this new character fight someone else. We'll try Father Fester. This character for sure Father Fester will destroy because Father Fester is one of the strongest characters in the DrNowhere universe. And according to the description, this character has the face of the Locust. Let's have it fight the Locust. I wonder if it's trapped inside this obelisk. Maybe this character is trapped inside the obelisk. And it's stronger. The wiki says that, but the actual story the author isn't clear. Maybe the Locust character is imprisoned inside, so it's screaming. That's a pretty interesting theory, and for the second character, the obelisk guys rate it down below. And now guys, let's move on to the next character, Longneck. Also known as the Red Smiley Face, is a biomechanical and artificial entity with unsettling characteristics. Its head resembles a red smiley face, while its abnormally long neck can stretch, bend, and contort up to a length of 35 feet. This creature has tentacle-like appendages for arms hidden beneath a black cloak. Beneath its cloak, there is a chaotic arrangement of wire screens and various devices with displays that appear to show its organs, mimicking parts like lungs, a heart, and guts. The red smiley face manifests as a pop-up icon on a person's computer desktop. When clicked, it downloads a virus that allows the entity to breach from the virtual world into the real one. And the long neck is a pretty creepy entity, guys, but the design is simple enough. First, I'll have this black cloak. Then a super long neck grows out, and there's a red face with a really haunting smile. Then it grows legs. That's it, simple as that. So supposedly inside this body, there are a lot of organs, machines, and stuff, but let's just keep the cloak on. Let's say it's hiding it. Yeah, a round smiling face. Even though it's not as scary as other characters, it still gives off a vibe that's pretty spooky, and it attacks by using its head and slamming it down, which hurts a lot. Of course, it has its abilities like being able to give your computer a virus. But doing that in Minecraft is a bit tricky, guys, because Minecraft doesn't even have computers. So let's just give it the skill of head slamming like this. Even though it's a bit of a headache, it's still really powerful with super high damage. Here it is a perfectly peaceful village, and it won't be peaceful anymore when I summon this new character. It looks absolutely disgusting. A super tall and lanky creature. Wow, just one slam and it wiped out all the villagers here. So OP. Guys, so this character is supposed to use the machinery inside its body and hack a virus into the player's computer. Too bad there's no computer in Minecraft, so we can't use that skill. Overall, it's a bit sad. Let's try having this new long neck character attack the previous character, the obelisks. Let's see which one is tougher. Oh, okay, I thought Longneck was strong too. Longneck lost, which makes sense because that other character represents the sun god, so I guess it being stronger is right. Let's try Longneck against the first character, Longboy. Both are really long, guys. Both have long in their name, but I think Longboy is stronger. Why? Because I'm sure it's tougher. It's bigger, stronger, has higher damage, more health, and it just destroyed Longneck. Longneck is way too weak, guys. Is it the least scary in this episode? But actually, it's still pretty creepy. But if we added the internal machinery and organs inside the body, it would definitely be 10 times more horrifying. Yeah, we have the new character, Longneck. You guys rate it down below in the comments. And now, guys, let's jump straight to the next character. Fran Keel looks somewhat like a human, with the main difference being its head's features. Fran has a somewhat tan skin color, getting lighter going up. They have a tall, slender body with long fingers and feet. Its head has presumably one ear on one side and a nose sticking out of the other side. Inside his stomach, there is the devil, which is the main antagonist. Then the devil came out of his stomach, splitting him in half. And here we have the devil. I won't be making the Fran Keel character, but this is the main antagonist character, the devil. First, I'll have this white body with gross-looking organs inside. Then the head grows and we have a really creepy face with teeth and an outer layer of skin. Then we have 2 arms growing out, and each arm has a bunch of branches growing, guys, all dense and tangled. The design is really cool. I don't know why the devil character has branches here. Then the legs grow out, and the legs also have lots of branches. I'm not sure if these are branches or tentacles. Finished the devil character, and we have a pretty interesting design like this. I'm not sure about this character's origin. In the video and the movie, there's no clear plot description, but this character will attack by opening up its organs, guys. Oh gosh, that looks pretty nasty. And in the movie, there's an animation like this too. And this character's damage is extremely powerful, no doubt about it, because this character will be the strongest one in this video, guys. Here it is, our main character in this new episode, the devil. We have the actual devil. That's right, like it stepped right out of a nightmare. So I see these two characters have quite similar designs, but I don't know if they're the same. This one, That one? These two look quite alike, but there seem to be quite a few differences. The damage is insane, guys. This character will destroy all the other characters. Its skill is to open its organs. I don't know what the skill is like, but I think this skill makes sense. And if we have the devil fight Father Fester, let's see what happens. Who is stronger? Do you think the devil can win, guys? I don't know, but it seems to be taking more damage. Fester's dealing way too much damage and it already lost. That doesn't make sense. We gotta buff its power then, and let's try fighting the previous character we have, Longboy. Both these characters have white branches growing out. I see quite a lot of similarities between them, but it seems like the devil is stronger. I'm sure of it. If I'm not mistaken, I made the devil stronger, but anything can happen in a Minecraft battle, and Longboy Bonsai got eliminated. And let's try having all 4 of these new characters fight to see who is the absolute strongest in today's episode. Let's go. I predict that either the devil will win or Longboy Bonsai will win. There's no way it would lose to the other characters. And first we have the obelisks defeated, and now the final 2 remain. Oh my gosh. So Longboy Bonsai is the winner. That's crazy. I thought the devil should have won. This character is really strong too. Let's try again, but I think the devil probably took a lot of damage already, so it failed in this battle. Anyway, in this new video, the devil is definitely my new favorite character. And maybe Longboy Bonsai is pretty interesting too, but it's just not as powerful as the others, guys. And that's the video. Like, subscribe. If you guys have any ideas, please comment down below and I'll make more new videos in the future. And now I'm gonna end it. Like, subscribe, goodbye. Welcome back, guys, to the horrifying Minecraft DrNowhere. I'm gonna be making a lot more new characters for DrNowhere, and they are seriously so disgusting. And like, subscribe right now. If you have any ideas, then comment below so I can make more new videos. In the last video, I already had those characters, which are Longboy Bonsai, a tall, skinny, pitch black creature with a face like tree roots growing out all around. Next, we have Obelisk, a creepy black Egyptian tower version, blood and gore everywhere, guts hanging out extremely disgusting. And I also have the Long Neck, a black creature with a really long neck and a nasty, sinister grinning face. And finally, last is the devil, a white devilish creature with an extremely vile face and guts hanging out right inside its body. Super tough, guys. Overall, this is the character I find the strongest and most interesting out of all of DrNow's characters. And now I'm moving on to the new character, Pinocchio. Pinocchio is depicted as a humanoid figure featuring a white, elongated body and a crown-like headpiece, a distorted face, wide, open mouth, and a menacing expression. It possesses sentience, although it is capable of emotional expressions such as yelling, laughing, crying, and showing anger. It is unable to speak. So here I've got Pinocchio. First, I'll have a long white body, and then on top of that, a torso also clad in white, along with a red neck growing out, accompanied by a glaring red head that looks extremely nasty, especially it has a really long nose with a row of sharp teeth, and there's a white hood on top. The lower jaw is red with tons of teeth. On its head, there are also lots of spikes growing out. And we've completed the Pinocchio character. The name Pinocchio probably comes from this super long nose. And for some reason, this body seems like its arms and legs are shackled together like a psychiatric patient, you know, like it was in a mental hospital, then escaped outside to become an insane monster too gross and scary. The character design, I think, is pretty scary and quite unique. For attacks, it's simple. It will bend down and bite the target because it has no hands, so it can't pounce. Movement-wise, it will hop around like this because its legs are also shackled together. Anyway, it's really frightening. And here I'll try summoning this new character to see if it's tough. It definitely is. You guys run away. Okay, it only needs one hit to wipe out everything. It's twice the size of an iron golem, twice as tall, and the damage is seriously insane. Like there's no way to destroy it. This thing will eat any target in front of it. It sees anything alive and just charges to eat it. Now let me try having this character fight another white character, which is the devil. Okay, wow, the devil is gigantic, like double the size. Seriously, so horrific and scary. And of course, it's a lot more powerful because the devil is the final boss. Currently the strongest of all the creatures. Let's have Pinocchio try fighting the boy in the bath. This is a character from a mod online, guys. I didn't make this character, and it seems like the boy in the bath is gigantic, way bigger, but I think it won't be as strong. Exactly right, Pinocchio is stronger. Maybe the boy looks too big, guys. I think the size is a bit too tall, maybe, so it just looks scary, but isn't strong enough. And there, we have the first character, Pinocchio, a creature that I think has a pretty unique design. The idea is quite creepy, and it looks pretty cool too. Please rate it below, guys. I'll rate this character an 8 because it looks too awesome. And I'm moving on to the next character. Philbus, an unusual humanoid figure, jet black torso, and beige head and hands. Its legs resembling the structure of a chair. Small black top hat balanced upon its bald head. Whimsical yet unsettling look. And here I've got Philbus. First, I'll have the chair legs at the bottom. These are chair legs, but also simultaneously the legs of this character. Then on top is a pitch black body. Arms growing out scrawny like bones. Overall, these characters are all very skinny, quite weird, and at the very top, a long neck grows out a pretty misshapen head. Eyes and mouth appear, and there's a tiny hat that looks interesting too. This character design I think is also pretty interesting, guys. It moves by hopping around on this chair. I don't get why it has no legs. Don't know where the legs went that they turned into a chair. This is actually the second design version. The first version had legs, and this second version suddenly lost its legs and got replaced by a chair. Pretty confusing. Attacks are simple, just slamming. Then we have this new character. Let's see if it's tough. I think it won't be as strong as the previous character because it doesn't look as creepy. This character looks kind of funny and interesting too. Hello, hi, oh my gosh, run! And I feel like this character is like a side character because it's not very scary. Just kind of added in this episode, not a boss. Now let's see if it can destroy Pinocchio. I think it's hard because that character is way stronger. This tiny thing, how can it win, right? Oh Lord, I even think Pinocchio could take on 2 characters at once. There, destroyed very easily. Try 2 versus 1, but I think 2 versus 1 is a bit strong because Pinocchio doesn't have area attacks. Oh Jesus, gonna lose probably. Come on. And it took out 3 characters at the same time. Way too OP. Definitely a 10. I knew this character was strong, so then surely the devil can handle a whole army, right? Wow, destroyed extremely easily. And there we have the second character, one that looks pretty funny and not too creepy. I'll rate this character a 7 because overall, not creepy enough, and creepiness is the core of these creatures. Not creepy enough means lower score. Anyway, I'm moving on to the next character, the scary elevator man. He is a tall man with a boxy torso, wears a brown coat and colorful pants, wears 2 large, clownish black shoes. He has very pale skin. His hands are elongated and has long and sharp fingernails. He has gray hair sprouting from the top of his head. He has no eyes. Instead, there is pale skin where they would be. His mouth is outstretched in a massive smile showing his teeth. And here, I've got Scary Elevator Man. First, I'll have the red and white striped pants. Looks pretty funny. Next are the huge shoes like clown shoes. Totally circus costume style. Looks pretty neat. On top, there's a big fat square-shaped torso, then a head grows out with jagged teeth. Oh my gosh, this jaw looks way too disgusting. On its head, there's also messy growing hair. The arms are long, one hand holding a bag bought from the supermarket. According to the lore, this character appears when you go into the elevator and go up a floor. It will stare at you, like haunting you, giving you nightmares. A mysterious character just standing in the elevator every time you go. Even without eyes, it still senses your presence. Pretty spooky. For attacks, it will pounce and put the target in the bag. Oh, I don't know, I made that part up. Anyway, it's pretty creepy, you guys. Seems like there's someone behind me. Seems like someone is stalking me in the dark. Looks really weird. Oh my god, it's moving! The creature is extremely gigantic. Dang, it's pretty scary, guys. If at night you see this silhouette in the dark peeking at you, then for sure you'd freak out because it's so horrifying. But I'm not scared of anything because this character is weak too. Looks pretty normal. Just a character with no eyes. So it can't see the player unless you make sound like the warden, for example. There. If you make sound, it will hear and charge to smash you, destroy you right away. But gotta be careful. And it looks pretty scary too. Seems taller than the previous characters. Let's see if it's as tall as Long Boy Bonsai. Long Boy Bonsai is still taller, but I think it'll be stronger. Even so, I think the backstory isn't much. This character is less famous and it lost. Seems like it's not as healthy as Long Boy Bonsai. Simply put, this character's just an old man. Doesn't look that creepy. Not some creepy entity creature. Just a normal person, probably. Oh Lord, lost already. Too weak, guys. Too disappointing. Try fighting Pinocchio. Can it win? Wow, way bigger than Pinocchio. And already lost. Oh Lord. Seems this new character isn't strong. Not very creepy and not strong either. Design-wise also, not that creepy because it looks like a normal person. It's not some monster. Although the face looks a bit scary because it's a bit deformed. I guess it might be equal in strength to the long neck. Let's see these two fight. Seems long neck is still way taller. I think, oh my gosh, long neck is still stronger. Seems our new character is a bit weak. Try fighting Obelisk. Then our new character, I'd say it's pretty creepy. And strength is quite strong, but seems not as strong as the recent characters. The new character, I think also not as creepy as those, and strength not as strong. So I'll just give it an 8, guys, because the design is quite interesting, but just not strong enough. Anyway, I'm moving on to the next character, the follower. It is a moist red face, similar in appearance to the boiled one, albeit with a few differences. It follows you after you turn off all the lights in the house. Here I've got the follower. First, I'll have a pitch black body. Then a pitch black neck grows out and there's a red face that looks extremely vile. So it's quite similar to the creature, the boiled one, but not as strong and not as creepy. Then there are lots of legs growing out like tentacles. Yeah, so this character will stalk us. Its name is Follower, so it will follow the player, especially when you turn off the lights. When darkness covers everything, then it will stalk. But when you turn the lights on, it will stand still. Pretty scary too. And when it gets close, it will slam to attack the player. Damage is super high. Then with the follower, I'll try having it fight the Filbus because these two characters are probably evenly matched in strength. And maybe the follower is stronger because I think it's creepier and also a bit bigger. And the follower has won. Why is it also teleporting like this? Looks pretty funny, right? It looks like random teleporting and it's pretty scary too. And here's the boiled one from online. The mod I downloaded online then. The boiled one is way bigger and of course destroys it instantly. The boiled one is one of the boss creatures because it's insanely powerful. Meanwhile, the follower is simply like a kind of minion soldier for the boiled one. You guys try guessing if I can escape from this bunch of followers or not. Let's go. Run. Oh gosh, a whole pack chasing me, but I think I'll survive. Not hard at all. Oh, it's chasing. It's chasing everywhere. Hold on, let's see if I can escape. I think it's a bit difficult here. How is it spawning so many? Why are there so many? Seems a bit crowded, guys. No problem. Hey, why aren't they chasing me? What are these guys doing? Smack one. Wake it up a bit. Wake it up. Oh, Lord. Look how scary that is. So many followers all around. Terrifying. Seriously, no one could possibly survive being chased by this huge army of followers, both numerous and creepy. And the new character, the follower, isn't as scary as the other characters, guys. This character, I think, is just normal, not that scary because this isn't a boss. And moving on to yet another next character and the final character in this video, that is Backyard Angel. The Backyard Angel appears as an angelic humanoid. Its head seems to be made of light, glowing brightly and having tendrils, possibly, coming from its head. Its wings, arms are white ribbons that can only be assumed to be made out of flesh. It wears a white cloth that cover its shoulders and torso. It is unknown whether or not this creature is hostile or not, due to not much being known about it. Here, I've got Back Angel. I'll have a character. First, there's a very long white robe like an angel's, then the neck and head grow out. The head has lots of these. Are these light or tentacles growing out? Unclear what, but maybe it's light radiating out? I'm not sure, but based on that image, it's also quite like tentacles growing on its head. And then on the face, there's a pretty benevolent and friendly smile, but unclear if it's actually friendly or not. Then we have arms growing out, but these aren't normal arms. They're tentacles like wings growing out on both sides. Looks pretty interesting, right? Seeing the unique design, and it looks extremely cool. So this is one of the characters I think has a very interesting design and looks pretty neat. This character can fly, and for attacks, it will slam the target. Damage is way too high. Additionally, it has an effect where any characters that get close will get sucked in and take extremely high damage. Now the new character here, the Backyard Angel. Angel in the backyard, huh? Why? An angel, but appears in the backyard of a house. In this mod, there's another character with angel-like powers. That's Engager. Oh, getting sucked in here, getting attacked. Wow, there it glows. Then it sucks them in and destroys them instantly. Seems like I think this character should be bigger because it's a bit small. And this is also a boss. So I'll try having it fight a boss from the previous video. That's the Devil. Wow, Devil is way bigger. Devil versus Angel. Devil fights Angel. Probably Devil loses guys because Devil doesn't have an effect like the Angel. Yeah, and it destroyed the devil already. Truly, the angel is way more powerful, guys, and even if there's a huge army surrounding it, everyone will get sucked in. I'll try this. Everyone will get sucked in there and get lifted into the sky, and damage per second is extremely high. Oh my gosh. Seriously, this must be the strongest character. I think so. Huh. Lost already. Oh lord, didn't win yet. Try again. All targets fly into the sky and get sucked in, causing very high damage and wiping out a whole team. Seriously, this character is one of the most interesting ones I've seen, and because it has that effect there, has to glow, can't even move, can't run. Every time you get close, you get destroyed instantly. With abilities like this, it's too strong, guys. I see this character will make all targets around, including me, with a huge team of various different characters here. Everyone will get sucked in. No one can move because this effect is too strong. Attack range is very far and can wipe out an extremely crowded team like this. Way too simple, guys. Yeah, we have a new character, the Backyard Angel, one of the characters I find most interesting. Even the player. If the player gets close, then I'll also get sucked in. Gotta run, run. Oh, Jesus. How did I lose already? Run, run! Don't get pulled in. Oh no, I got pulled in and lost immediately. Way too powerful. So there we have another new character, the Backyard Angel. You guys rate this character how many points? Where is it? Here. This character I think is very interesting. Unique idea and design is pretty cool. I'll give it a 9. And that's this video. Like, subscribe, and which character you found most interesting, please comment below. I'll add more new characters, comment more ideas below, and now I'll end this new video. Like and subscribe. Goodbye, like and subscribe.